This week I'm in Lake Como, Bellagio and Verena, where the air is as fresh as an old lace curtain blowing in the wind. I will take you to Villa Serbelloni, where the royals have stayed, and you can also stay there. It's filled with luxury and modern conveniences with a spectacular view of Lake Como, the gardens, and the Alps. Welcome to GlobeTrotter. I'm Jon Haggins. I'm here in Lake Como. And when you think of Lake Como, you think of George Clooney, but it's more than that. We have great, beautiful lakes. And also, this is the Villa Serbelloni, and it's in Bellagio. I'm standing next to the incredible pool. The hotel is so refreshing because it's so modern and it has all the conveniences. And I feel that everyone should come here and experience it.
In 1918, the property was bought by the Buca family, who are the actual owner of the property at the moment. It's a Swiss family and they've been living on site since then. In 1930, the hotel sold part of its property. The Hotel Bellagio, this is the original name, was changed into Hotel Serbelloni. Basically, it acquired the name of the other property that is above us. And nowadays, the other part is the Rockefeller Foundation, still known as Villa Serbelloni. We have 95 rooms on site, plus a residence with 13 self-catering apartments. Behind you is the restaurant Mistral in the veranda, and we serve fancy Italian food with molecular cuisine. Every evening in the main lounge we have a trio playing live music. We also have the other restaurant, the Goletta, which is the informal one.
During the wars, the building was taken over by the police and by the local. The people, because we sheltered, especially during World War II, we sheltered the homeless people because of the bombing. So we had a few people staying inside the property. I'm going to show you a letter down by the Goletta afterwards that gives you the idea of what was happening in this area at the time. Basically, the letter, it's written in Italian, and it's written by the local fascist, who is writing to his boss in Como, saying the hotel is owned by foreigners because the owners are Swiss. And on site, they have other foreigners, and they mention people from New Zealand, people from the US. Oh, and they say that they even have Jewish on site, which, you know, with the law that they had at the time, had they not been Swiss, they would have got arrested. The letter ends up saying, you know, we should try to send those people back home across the border. On the lake, we had the end of, also the end of Mussolini's life. The local partisans stopped the Germans. Among those Italians, they had government people. They also found Mussolini. By chance, yeah, he was trying to get away. They stopped and they said, okay, the Germans can go, but all the Italians have to stay. The following morning, most of the Italians were shot in the village. And Mussolini was kept alive for a few more days and shot in another village, always here on the lake, with his mistress, before being hanged in Milan. We had, you know, this problem of being a neutral kind of place because we are a Swiss property. So what we have, it's a letter of protection issued by the Swiss consulate in Milan saying that this building is owned by Swiss nationality, so everyone should keep out. And that's why, you know, the Germans, the Italians could not come in and do what they wanted. This is the Royal Hall, Salone Reale. It's normally used as a breakfast room, but then we can use it for, as a banquet room as well. We can sit at round tables of 10 up to 240 people. All the yellow that you see, it's gold leaf, not just paint. And the beautiful chandeliers, those are the original one that were installed in this room in 1873, and then they were working with natural gas. Peculiar thing about this part of the villa is that those 4 rooms, including the sitting room, are all interconnecting. So you can close this door and then go through the 2 deluxe rooms and the 2 senior suites, just as a huge apartment. Just to mention someone who probably most of you know, George Lucas. He was here on a private visit with his family, and he had the entire floor. So he had a suite for himself, a suite for the daughter, and the other 2 rooms for the member of the family. Closed the front door, and he had this huge apartment. We also had the President of Italy, Mr. Ciampi, who was here on an official visit, and he used the entire section. This type of view is what makes Bellagio well known around the world. To the left, you can see a promontory, and it's Villa Balbianello. And the villa itself was used for a few movies. One by George Lucas for Star Wars, another one for Casino Royale.
Chasing Wild Ass, oh, it's not what you're thinking. It's a narrative of my travel around the world. I have interspersed photos and aromatic recipes, which allows you to dream, discover, and rediscover these great destinations around the world. The title of the book came about while we were chasing jackasses in Kutch Wild Ass Sanctuary in Gujarat, India. And I thought that was a great title for the book. This is food for the soul. Not only does it allow you to dream, it's adventure, it's history, it's culinary, it's culture, with a sense of humor to spice it up. Chasing Wild Ass is a celebration of life. You have to live each day as if it's your last. Remember, my world is your world. So get up, get out, and travel! You know, when I think of romance and opulence and luxury, I think of the Bellagio here in Lake Como.
It's the hotel of the family of my husband, and they are owner of the different hotel from 5 generations. And this hotel in particular is from 3 generations. And I met my husband in Switzerland, in university, and we married. And about from 30 years, we are here together to take care of this place.
But you look so young.
But I am. When I was married, I was 5 then. Very young. And this is so nice, this place, for this maybe also. Beautiful, beautiful, oh yes. Yeah. And the location is very nice, the hotel is very nice, and it's so plain of the story also.
And the staff is very nice.
In Italy, you have many nice places, but we always think that this one is particularly nice.
Oh yes, it's gorgeous. It's opulent. It's also, you know what I love is the fact that it looks so fresh. You know, the fact that it looks as if it was just built. And the way you maintain it, I think is so important. And that's why you have repeat visitors. And,
yes.
you know, they come back because they know what to expect. You know, there are no surprises. And I think that's very nice, not only because of the staff, but also because of what they're getting. And we talked also about the fact that you have these repeat customers who want the same room all the time.
Mm-hmm. Yes, but it's very particular rooms because we have 95 rooms, but they are all different. And we try also to renovate it, to put something new, like a spa.
This treatment, it's called Culla di Olos. Culla stands for cradle. This is a tub which is filled with hot water. So you have steam coming out from underneath. And the person lays on the bed on a perforated mattress. So the steam keeps on coming through. And you have the lady, the masseuse, who gives you a massage and the scrub all over the body.
We have a very good chef of the kitchen, and we have 1-star Michelin. It's also very, very good. It's the people like it. And Italian food is really good, and if you have a good cook, it's better.
You know, they say that food is the essence of man. And I really believe that because some of the best food is served here at the Bellagio. And I met a new friend.
Nice to meet you, John. Hector Rebocchia.
I understand that you get your fish from the fishermen,
Yeah.
and it's very fresh. Talk about the whole experience of being able to purchase your fresh food.
This is the goal of the hotel, to do the best for our guests, definitely. And the high percentile of our guests are from America, definitely. And I got to do the real Mediterranean food. And I want to find the best ingredient for the people who stay in the hotel, because the people stay 3-4 days. It's not only a gastronomic restaurant. This has got to be a house for the people who they stay here for 4 days.
The whole experience.
Yeah, the experience, I start to work with and study with science and techniques, but the best tomato spaghetti, I hope to do the best tomato spaghetti. So the tomato arrived from Sicily, the spaghetti, I got the control from the producer, he's a small producer. The onion is from Sicily when the season starts in Sicily, or from Parma when the season starts in Parma. The olive oil is from Rome, and so I got all the control, no?
Well, that's very, very important. And I think what happens is that not only the fact that, you know, as I said, Mediterranean food is so absolutely fresh and wonderful, but the olive oils and everything that comes from Italy all put together makes so much sense in terms of the total cuisine and al dente, you know, things are not overcooked, which I think is the most important thing in your cuisine.
We are a lot of people in the kitchen because we got to do a good job, definitely. My job is not only a chef, but stay with my producer.
Yes.
And I know all the family of my producer.
It's a relationship.
Yeah, it's a relationship, definitely. I cannot sell, I cannot give to my guests something who I don't know where I come from, because I am the face of the product.
Absolutely.
And all the guests can call me in the kitchen and talk with me, because I don't go away when the hotel is open, and the people, they call me and they talk about food, if it's good or not good, but fortunately
It's good.
It's real good, yeah, because we don't have the food and beverage at the hotel, and the owner is a very gourmet, and we select the product for our guests.
I had the best fish yesterday. It was just absolutely amazing. It was lake salmon, I think that's what they call it. It was very unique. I've never seen this before, but it was just a very special dish. The chef is preparing great fresh produce, which is not chemically treated, which I think is fantastic. The vegetables were so incredibly fresh and sweet and natural.
And we made also the very special kitchen is the molecular cuisine.
And the cream
Okay. I'm just gonna.
that will become ice cream in a moment.
Okay, excellent. I've never seen this happen.
With plain cream?
Yeah.
Yeah, cream the base for the ice cream, but it's not ice yet. It's just cream.
Just cream.
Milk.
Don't try this at
This is
home.
what needed to happen today, John, with you at the other place.
Don't put your finger in there.
You can.
Allora, when
Wow,
you
look at
start
this.
to make it, you don't have to shake too fast,
Okay.
otherwise the air come inside. Aspetta un attimo.
Oh, look, it's like,
I have a nice picture for you now. Just a moment.
it's amazing.
What do they say,
Now
milk?
when you cook the pasta, someone have to taste it, no?
Yeah.
To see if it's ready.
That'll be me.
So Mr. Calzolaro is going to try the ice cream.
All right, all right.
Tell us if it's ready or not.
Watch your tongue now.
Nice picture.
Adesso capisco perché sei così popolare, sai. Queste fotografie che ti fanno
La prima volta.
è la prima volta, sì.
Is only in our hotel. It's not the same molecular cuisine than you know about in Spain, sorry, but it's the research with the specialist from the physics
Right.
and with our cuisine, Italian Mediterranean cuisine, to put something special. And the result is a special way of cooking
Right.
to show the taste more tasty if possible. And it's really, really very, very good.
Well, also, I thought the vegetables yesterday were extraordinary. They were very sweet, and like the carrots, for instance, and the cauliflower. It just had a freshness about it that
Yes,
we
because-
don't get back in the States.
Because we are looking always for the fabrics, they make natural everything, biologically natural and very healthy, not with the
Chemicals.
Chemicals,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
And in Italy, we have the very good control of this.
And
For the moment.
And also the tomatoes. I've never seen tomatoes as red as your
But this
tomatoes.
is Italian.
Bellissimo.
Yes, yes, bellissimo, buonissimo.
I am so excited about this afternoon of going into the spa. I heard so much about the spa. People have come back so refreshed. I can't wait. I'm having a total body experience. I said, forget the face. I can do my own face. It's the body.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, you put the body.
Yeah, right. A lot of chefs stay in the kitchen and you never see them, whereas you have that personal touch. And I feel the Bellagio is a very personal experience.
No, but I think when our guests come in this hotel, for us is our home, and we would like they got the real feeling to stay at home. And I think it's real polite to go outside and ask to our guests if the food is good.
Yes.
And they got to see me in the face.
Right.
Not because I want to be invadent, but just a second. Because, if you look outside, the place is fantastic. I need just 1 second, if it's good, the food or not.
What part of Italy were you born?
In Parma. I'm here from the 91. And I'm like a furniture. I am not one
New furniture.
Yeah, I'm not of the 18th century.
As a chef, training is very important. Where did you study?
I make a school in Japan, in France. I stay in San Francisco, in New York. I work in Miami. So all around the world, really. In the hotel, I try to do the real Mediterranean cuisine because for American people, for example, they got to find all they want in US, definitely. And the big limit in the hotel is the chef. If I don't growing up with my culture and my knowledge in ingredient for stay real deep in the Mediterranean cuisine, and if you do the Mediterranean cuisine, you got to find the best ingredient for give you the good experience for real Mediterranean. Because if you taste the carbonara or tomato spaghetti in the list, maybe there is not. But if you ask because you got to eat here for 3 nights. After the first night, you don't read anymore the menu, and you ask to our waiter, the maître d'hôtel, if you can do something who you know really well in US, not like a spaghetti carbonara. It got to be the best in your life.
Absolutely.
This is my goal. No, I want to do in this way. You got to eat the best spaghetti carbonara, the best spaghetti tomato, or the best whatever you want. If I talk about food, if I talk about techniques, if I talk, yeah, that is my job. For do this job, you got to be passionate.
So when you wake up, you're inspired every day, and you're also inspired with this beautiful surrounding, this beautiful village, the beautiful lake, the beautiful hotel, the Bellagio, and the people, and the cuisine. What else could you have in life? We are so lucky as two people to have a passion for what we do. And I see that you have a passion about food, Mediterranean food, and you've traveled around the world and you've come home to experience and to share your whole passion with the guests of the hotel. I heard something very, very wonderful about your cuisine, that you won Michelin star.
Yeah, I think it's the logical consequence if you work well, and we try to do the best, and the Michelin they give us our awards. Yeah.
So you're very proud of that.
Yeah, I am real proud because this is an identity card for the people who come in the hotel and they know there is a world from the Michelin, and the Michelin around the world, I think, is what is the best guide.
I'm here with the general manager, Giuseppe Spinelli, and he's going to talk about the hotel because it has so much history and it's so beautiful and it's so preserved. So tell me, you've been here for how long?
Since March 81.
Oh, that's quite a while.
It's half of my life.
Yes, you're a youngster. But you know what I think is so wonderful is the fact that you preserved its history. And when was the hotel built?
Well, the hotel was opened 1872
Wow. Imagine
as hotel. Before it was a private villa, just the central part of the building.
Right.
Then they added the two wings, and they opened the hotel in June 1872.
Wow. But you know what I think is so incredible is the way that it's been preserved. And you close in terms of a season so that you can restore and keep everything as pristine as it was originally. And that's really what's very special.
Yeah, we profit of this opportunity because in the winter the hotel is closed. You know, the area here is near to winter resorts in the Alps here
Right.
on the north.
Yes, that's why you see the snow caps now.
Yeah,
even.
yes.
It's, you know, the scenery, just looking out from my balcony, it's more than breathtaking, you know, just to see these beautiful mountains and these little valleys and the little towns that you see along the way, and also the lake. You know, people are boating across, they're kayaking, they're doing all kinds of activities, and you have a beautiful pool and you have a spa.
You know, I come from South Italy,
Where?
Amalfi Coast. Oh. So it's another paradise.
Right.
So when I first arrived here, the first idea was, okay, I'll be there for 2, 3, 4 years maybe. You
Right.
know, because it's our job.
And you fell in love
We
with it.
changed. Then I fell in love because the scenery, the life is almost the same. Well, there's a sea there, there's a lake here.
Right. Everybody comes here because of the romantico. I love to say that. Romantico. I think the Italians put, it's so romantic because everything ends in a vowel, you know, and that's what's so romantic about Italian.
Yeah, the lake takes you to feel, you know, this way, in love, romantic. Many writers in the past have chosen Bellagio as a place where to write or to compose something, you know.
Because it's relaxing. You also talked about this gentleman from Britain who's booked one of the suites for the next 30 years, which is really amazing to me because he loves it so much. And he comes back and he brings his family.
Yeah, because once it happens that he tried to book and the suite was already booked from somebody else.
No, that's a disaster.
That's why then he said, okay, now you fix that room for me for the next 5 years. Okay. And then he said, okay, no, not 5, 20.
It's close to the town, so you can walk. It's a walking
And
distance.
just
It's very
out of
quaint
the
town.
gate here, you are in the village. The name of the village is Bellagio.
Bellagio.
Bella. From Bella.
Beautiful.
Yes, beautiful.
Beautiful, yes.
Beautiful and romantic.
I have had the best short time here, and I certainly look forward to coming back at some point in my life and exploring more of the region and the cuisine and the relaxation and my great suite upstairs that will just relax. I want to thank you for this incredible experience here at the Bellagio. It has been unbelievable. That's 5 words. And, you know, Italy is a very special place in my heart. This region is very special. Your hotel is opulent, it's modern. It's a place where people should come, experience, and return. Villa Serbelloni Hotel is a stone throw from the center of the village of Bellagio and Villa Melzi. The village is very active with locals and tourists. This is Villa Mezza. It's a great park. It's where all the aristocrats used to come, and everybody comes to visit today. It's very special. It's very tranquil, beautiful blooming flowers. It's right here on the lake.
The co-operator of Napoleone Bonaparte, who must have come here a couple of times, and we will see priests walking along the park that in summer cover all the walk, all the promenade, because he did not want to be in the sun at all. He wanted to just be in the shade, no sun at all. So those to remain white, or not to, I don't know. So he hated the sun. So he wanted to make sure wherever he went, there must be shade.
Italy is so romantic, and I'm here in Lake Como. It's a very special place here on the lake, and I think everyone should come and experience this whole incredible region. Until next week, I'm Jon Haggins, the GlobeTrotter. Arrivederci!